Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Tonight we are going to take a moment to teach Silent Night. I have a couple of videos I want to do. One of them is I want to finish up building a tune together. We had some chord suggestions from a subscriber on the channel, and everybody else seemed to agree with him. It was Paul, Georgia, and so I think we're going to squeeze those chords in that he came up with, and then we'll get finish that series up. And I also had somebody ask me to go ahead and teach We Three Kings, and so I'll do that as well. Now, We Three Kings is going to be a series of videos because, well, frankly, it's just not easy to teach that one, so you have to do it, like eating an elephant one bite at a time, right? And so that's what we'll do with that one. But my wife seemed to like this version of Silent Night. And so I thought, well, that's a pretty easy fingerstyle song to do. So I thought, well, let's teach it first. It doesn't have a wealth of chords in it. It's G, C, and D, basically. And now you did see me go up on the neck with that and make a D up on the neck a couple of times because, well, frankly, because it's easier to do it that way, in my opinion, than it is to try to stretch that pinky out on the D chord. Much easier, right? So that's the reason for that. But I thought tonight maybe we'd go through this. Don't know how long it'll take, but I want to do it all in one shot. So if you want to learn Silent Night, Christmas was a few days ago, but I think most folks will kind of be in that mood for at least a few more days. So I thought we'd go ahead and teach it. I hope all of you did have a really Merry Christmas. We went to Louisville, Kentucky, and spent time with my son and his girl, and then we also went to her parents' house for Christmas dinner. And Jay and Joan are their names, and they're 82 years old. And Joan, is a wee little thing, and she cooked up a huge meal, and it was fantastic. They lived over in Lexington, so it was about an hour and a half away, but a great dinner and a good visit, really great visit. And then we wound up coming home the next day. But we got up there Saturday afternoon and spent Saturday night and Sunday night and Monday night and Tuesday night? No. When was Christmas? I don't know. 3 or 4 nights there we spent with them and had a really, really good Christmas. And so I hope you did the same. When your son lives that far away, you kind of cherish those moments when you get a chance to hug his neck, So that was good because we haven't seen him for a little while, so it was good to get up and spend time together and pretend like he was 8 years old again. I'm sure he hates that, but he's a grown man, But he'll always be my baby boy, you know what I mean? And his mama's baby boy too, so it's just the way it is. All right, Silent Night, folks. So just make a G chord. The intro. So here's what I did on the intro. Make your G. Actually, you're going to make your G like this, okay? With your forefinger and your middle finger. I'm assuming you know how to make chords. And then your little finger on the number 3 fret for your G, and your ring finger just above it on the number 2 string, number 3 fret. But on the intro, you're going to lift that ring finger and just, right? And then you're going to pinch 6 and 1. And you're going to go from 6 and 1. Yeah, 6 and 1, 4, 2 with your ring finger down on that 3rd fret. and then lift off of that ring finger. Actually, I want to make sure you get this right. So it's 6 and 1, and then number 4 bass note. No muting of the strings like we would normally do. 6 and 1, 4, 2. Pick up on number 3, with your string assignment fingers, 4-finger. Then pinch 6 and 2. Oh, 2's going to be open now. And then you're going to hit that number 4 bass note. So it's just like this. Just like that. And then you're going to make a D. And you're going to pinch number 5 and 2 in the D position. And then you're going to, let me see. Yep. 5 and 2, 4, 3. And I just followed it down with my thumb. And then once you do that, you're going to lift and come down and pick up that number 2 string, number 1 fret. And then use your middle finger to pick up that number 3 string, number 2 fret. And then come up and make a G chord like this instead of like this. Let me see. Yeah. And then you're going to pinch. Once you come out of that, you're going to pinch 6 and 3. Okay? And then you're going to go 6 and 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's and then you're going to come back and pick up number 2 and do it again. Just like that. So it's okay. One more time. Then you're going to bring your pinky up to that number 2 fret, number 2 string, number 3 fret, and you're going to pinch 6 and 2, 6 and 2, 4, 3, 6 and 2, 4, 3. Pick up on number 1 with your ring finger, and then your middle finger pick up number 2 string, your pinky still planted, let off of number 2, and plant your little finger down on that number 1 string, number 3 fret. And you're just going 6 and 2. Just like that. Let me do this again. Do it again. Little finger down on the number 1 fret down there. You have to move it back and forth. And then you're going, once you do that, it'll be. After you pick up on that number 2 string, you're going to come up and make your D here in a bar chord. Just bar those, lay that ring finger down on strings 3, 4, and 5. 2, 3, and 4, sorry. And then bar all the rest of it. And then you're going to fingerstyle it. You're going to pick up on 5 and 1. And I'll just do 5 and 1, 4, 3, 2. And then pick up on number 1. Just like that. A little bit of a pause there. And then pinch 6 and 2. Just like that. Okay? So 5 and 1, 4, 3, 2. Pick up on 1, pinch 6 and 2. Go to 4, 3, 2. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. Just like that. So all together it's then come back to your G, 6 and 1, 4, 6 and 4, 6 and 4, let me see, 6 and 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as soon as you hit that number 1, pick up on that number 1, bring that pinky right up to that number 2 string, 3rd fret. And then lay this forefinger down in the G7 position down here while you've got that little finger planted there. Just like that. Okay? Then go to C, an open C, just like this. Now, this is where it can get a little bit tricky because we're back in that C again. And you got to pick up that number 6 bass note at one point on this, but it's done slow. So from there, it's going into that C. 5 and 1, because you got to remember you're going to start on your bass note for that chord. And the C chord, the starting bass note, is always that number 5 string. 5 and 1, pinch 5 and 1, 4, 3, 2. Pick up on number 2, and then you're going to raise that ring finger to the number 6 bass note and pinch 6 and 1 with your little finger planted down here on this number 1 string, number 3 fret. Just like that. And you're going to pick up number 4 and number 3. Then bring this forefinger up and on this number 2 fret, number 1 string, and just do that. So it's, and then once you let off, pick up on number 3 and go back to your G, but move your little finger up to that number 3 fret, number 2 string. We've already done that once before. And then you're going to go number 2 fret, number 3 string, and then you pinch that, and then bring that forefinger up, or use your middle finger. I always swap my middle finger, or you can use your middle finger here. It doesn't matter what finger you use, as long as you get there. But I usually do my forefinger 5 and 3 on the 2nd fret there on that number 3 string. And I pinch those. Then I move my middle finger up on the number 2 fret, number 5 bass note, and I strike open number 2 and number 5. Just like that. By this point, actually it's just 3 and 5, 5 and 2, right, with your middle finger on that 2nd fret, number 5 string, and then make your full C and pinch 5 and 1. Do that same thing again. And you're going to end up on that number 3 string, number 2 string. Now. And that's when you're going to come back up and do this D up here again. And you're going to go 5 and 1. And then you're going to, you went all the way down to number 1. Now you're going to pinch number 6 and number 1, but you're going to lay that pinky down on this fret right here. See where your ring finger is down to make your D, okay? If you can see it, if I can get my finger out of the way. Okay? So it's, then you're going to pinch 6 and 1 with that pinky finger just on that number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On that number 8 fret, number 1 string. So it's like this. And you're going to pick up once you let off, and you're going to pick up on 1 and 2. Just like that. Okay, now let's play it all the way up to there. come back and make this G right here. Pinching 6 and 1. Just like that. 6 and 1, 4, 3, 6 and 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slide that G chord all the way up to that number 9 fret. And pinch 6 and 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then come back and go 6 and 1 in your G, 4, 3. No, wait a minute. 6 and 1, 4. Yeah. 6 and 1, 4. Yep. 6 and 1, 4. Pick up on number 3, open. Then come back and pick up 6 and 2, open. And then strike your number 4 bass note. And then go to a D. Make a D chord down here. Pick it up number 4, number 5, and number 2. So 5 and 2. Pick up number 4, 5 and 2, 4, 3. Lift up on your middle finger so that you open up that number 1 string. And then do a hammer back on with that ring finger. Pick up on number 2 and make your G chord. 4, 3. Pick up on number 2 and then hammer on your forefinger and your middle finger in kind of a C position without moving this ring finger, because you need that bass note to get that effect. Okay? Now, hopefully I didn't make too many faces while I was doing this. So let's play through it one more time, and we'll be done with Silent Night. Okay? If you got any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. But you'll have to do it in the comments because I'm not live. Okay? And while that was far from perfect, it got the point across, I think. So, you can go back, slow the video down. When I go back to edit this, I'll do some zoom ins, and hopefully my eyes aren't what they once were. So I'm blurry to me looking at the camera right now a little bit, but without my reading glasses on. So hopefully the focus stayed on throughout this video. But it was just one. I was sitting around playing, and this, during the holidays, and my wife wanted me to pick out Silent Night, so I was trying to figure out what the best chord was to do that. I did it in C, and I didn't like where all I had to go with it, so I converted it over to G, and I was able to hit the melodies, I think, decently, at least enough to teach it. If you'd like to learn how to do it. So there you go, folks. Silent Night. I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas, and we'll come back here shortly, and maybe well, today's Thursday, so maybe Saturday or Sunday I'll do We Three Kings. At least start the series, and then hopefully one day next week I'll block out a little time, be able to come back and finish up Build That Tune, or Building a Tune Together, or whatever it was I titled that. I thought that was kind of fun. So look, folks, what gets views is guitar reviews. So just so you know, if I were in this to get tons of views, I wouldn't be doing these fingerstyle lessons, because they don't get a lot of views. But I don't care. I enjoy doing them, and some of you seem to enjoy learning them. So as long as there's some of us that do, I will do that. I think these lessons are good for guitar reviews as well, in a sense, because if you think about it, this Epiphone, inspired by Gibson, sounds absolutely beautiful, this Hummingbird. I've had it out the last 2 days playing it. It's I didn't put it in my top 4 guitars, but it was in my top 5. If I had done 5 guitars, it's just that I didn't think any of you wanted to hear me playing the same song 5 different times. So that's the only reason I cut it out. But this is definitely in my top 5 guitars. I'm absolutely in love with this Hummingbird, and it sounds absolutely beautiful. So if you hadn't picked one up that was made in Indonesia yet, and I encourage you to, they are worth every last penny of it. Just make sure you check that code. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and look at how to read this serial number. I did 2 or 3 videos talking about this. But anyway, it's great to see every one of you. I hope you're still having a great holiday. God bless each and every one of you. We'll see you next time.